And we've got it live right here on 2K Sports. We're all set to bring you NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan, joined as always by Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Our starting lineups will look at the matchups here and who we'll see for our starting five for both teams. He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
that could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I'm with you, Clark. That's a crowd pleaser if I've ever seen one.
And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Now you can tell what the crowd thinks about that call.
Yeah, they erupted as soon as the whistle blew. Well, you know, it's interesting, guys. Klay Thompson, as we all know, is a deadly outside shooter. But I think early in his NBA career, he struggled a bit with his touch around the rim. So it's nice to see as last season wore on, he started to find that touch around the glass and finish against bigger guys, which is much needed at the two-guard position.
Well, and Clark, going back to Klay Thompson, he wants to be a complete player. His dad certainly was, and you know, Steve, he's just not a shooting specialist.
No, he's got the size and ball handling ability to really attack off the dribble, and he's also become an excellent defender, too. Greg Popovich talked about it during their playoff series a year ago. Thompson really did a nice job at that end of the floor.
The three from Harden. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. Harden's got himself on the board with three there.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Crawford drives in, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down. There it is, guys, that Olay defense. Just watching him go, Clark, right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
Nash, the pass to Harden, kicks to Usher. Lopez with the steal.
Well, on the pump fake, the ball was exposed, and that allowed him to get a hand on it and take it away.
Here's Fareed. Gets it to go. For Toronto, they come in off the loss to Miami. There's the pass to Green. And a big-time jam right there.
You know, how exciting is it, guys, to see him go hard to the basket like that? I love it.
It's always fun to see, and it's one of the sights you can count on when he's out there, for sure.
Yeah, but you've got to try to do more to slow him down. You can't play him so soft near the hoop.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Beverly's checked in. Takes the lead pass.
Oh, ridiculous. Tore it down that time.
Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
I think both teams feel like they can win. They both have confidence. So we'll see which team can kind of ride the momentum and take control of this game. Great job taking it right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, he left them no choice but to foul there. Well, Minnesota won 31 games last season, but only 11 of those came on the road. For a team that was battered and bruised heading out on a lengthy road trip is often a recipe for a losing streak, and that was the case for them last year. The injuries just really bogged them down.
That's good. Green's got his third basket of the night right there.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Here's Beverly, defended by Nash. And the layup is good. Well, picking up again on the Timberwolves, road travel can be especially tough on them just given the geography where their home city is in relation, Steve, to the rest of the NBA.
Well, particularly in relation to the rest of the West, because, you know, there the Timberwolves are up north and kind of in the middle of the country. So they have a lot of long trips. But, look, there are no excuses in the NBA. I mean, everybody's got their own adversity they've got to deal with.
And Fareed kicks to Lopez. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
All the points these defenders are allowing inside is inexcusable. That's 5 baskets in a row, and they've all been practically lay-ins.
Yeah, they've got to harden and toughen up down there, guys.
And Green slams it in.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Yeah, what a way to wrap up that possession.
You know, you look at Dwayne Casey prior to coaching the Raptors, he was the assistant for the 2011 champion Dallas Mavericks, and his zone defensive schemes played a huge role in their success. You know, they've got to make him earn those threes. You play off of him, and he's automatic from that distance.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto. And Steve, you look at the increasing popularity of zone defense in the NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
I love the zone defense. In fact, I'd like to eliminate the 3-second illegal defense rule. Just let everybody play wherever they want, just like in every other league in basketball around the world. If a team can't attack a 2-3 zone, then there's something wrong with it. Well defended, and he's not someone who responds well to that kind of defensive pressure.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, I think that could really set things up well the rest of the game. Pound the ball inside and let your perimeter players play off your bigs.
Fast break Toronto. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control even at full speed. I love that about him. After taking a year to play elsewhere, it seems Gerald Green finally found his role on an NBA team in the 2011-12 season, but he just couldn't find the traction expected with the Indiana Pacers last year.
Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. Right now, let's go to Doris Burke, who spoke with Rick Adelman. Doris?
I asked about their game plan defensively, and he said, well, we all know it starts for them at the point guard position with Steve Nash and his combination of elite shooting and passing ability. We really have to stick to our principles and work as a team if we're going to have success against him. Guys, we'll see what happens.
All right, Doris, thank you very much.
Back and forth we go. That basket gives us just another lead change.
And there have been too many of those to keep track of. What a contest.
And for Gerald Green, a 3-year, $9 million contract with the Pacers to start last season.
Yeah, they were hoping for more out of him, Kevin. He just never really settled into a role with the Pacers, and that was disappointing because Indiana's bench, I thought, really showed some weaknesses during that great playoff run they had.
Here's Barea. Makes it off the glass. Barea's got his first 2 points. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, I do too, and I think they're also getting some good looks in transition, doing a nice job of running the floor.
Jordan Crawford's checked in for Minnesota. Looking to end the run. Rebound by the Raptors. This is their first chance this season playing the Timberwolves.
This may not be an opponent they're overly familiar with, but it didn't stop them from winning both of the games they played last year.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession. As Steve just told us, this was an East versus West matchup that treated them very well.
Well, as interconference opponents go, guys, this is one you'd probably pick to end up as it did.
And Beverly kicks to Crawford. Puts the lead pass in front of him. And it's Gooden with the jam.
You know, who says the big guy doesn't like to attack the basket? I mean, could have fooled me on that one.
Yeah, nice change of pace for him to power one home.
Yeah, it's not usually his role, but he takes advantage of the situation there.
Here's Barea. Off target from three-point range.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
Yeah, and even though it's early, I mean, that's a great sign for them for the rest of the game.
And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. And Minnesota has possession. It's a three-point game. Good. 6 points for Paul George.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
9 seconds left to play in the first. Here's White, and the layup's good off the glass. And the Raptors lead by 3.
Boy, has there been any defense played yet in this game?
Nope, this game has been all about rapid-fire offense early.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far.